This section of the 1960s wiring schematic seems inconsistent with the 3D render.
Let's overlay. All right, bring her down steady. Watch the clearance on the left side. Holding steady, looks good.
As the simulation begins, the Lunar Module...
My God, it's still here. I finally found it. The shielding is compromised. Underneath the captain, the inevitable oxidation.
The structural integrity here is worse than the survey indicated.
We need to reinforce the landing pads before we proceed.
All right, team, let's focus on the construction methods first.
I'll take the macro shots of the rust damage here.
Getting the foil patterns now.
The foil here is torn, but look underneath. That weld signature confirms the period technique.
That explains the structural anomaly we saw earlier.
This structural support here, it looks original.
Agreed. The riveting matches the 1969 drawings. I'll document it. The calipers confirm the diameter. It's exactly 37 inches. That matches the NASA blueprint precisely. 1-to-1 scale verified.
Confirming rigging points. Schematic matches the frame.
All greens on the forward mounts.
All right, crane ops, take the slack out slowly.
All right, take the tension up slowly. Check the straps. Even strain reported. Clearance looks good on my side. Copy that. Moving to bay 4.
Crane engaged. Lifting now.
Steady as she goes. Watch the starboard side clearance.
Approaching the threshold. Crane, maintain altitude.
Holding altitude. Coming left 2 degrees for clearance.
Hold the descent right there.
Confirmed. Holding.
Alignment looks good on this side.
Okay, it's down. Let's get the padding in place quickly. Securing the straps now. Make sure they're tight. All secure. Confirmed. Clear the area.
Crane engaging, steady lift on my mark.
Copy that, tension checks green.
Watch the starboard side clearance.
That's a bit over.
Look closely at the Mylar substrate. This confirms it's the original Kapton material used on the Apollo missions. Exton. As you can see from the scan data, the Kapton foil degradation here is significant. We need to prioritize.
Look at page 7B. The wiring harness configuration doesn't match the current assembly.
We need to file a discrepancy report immediately.
Look at the specs for the landing pads on the descent stage. This replica shows significant deviation from the Grumman design.
The pressure relief valve connects here, routing the fluid through this main actuator line.
And the deployment sequence initiates right at this coupling.
This section of the 1960s wiring schematic seems inconsistent with the 3D render.
Let's overlay, sir. Look at the resolution on this digital twin.
The degradation on the LM frame is extensive.
The laser.
This section here, the Captain Foil installation, was incredibly delicate work. We had to use this specific adhesive.
And the thermal expansion, how did you account for that?
See this junction here? This is what allowed the auxiliary systems to function during the Apollo 13 abort sequence. We designed it for redundancy. Be extremely careful with this section.
The foil is very brittle right here.
This Type F fastener shows signs of over-torquing.
Consistent with the assembly techniques used in 72.
We need to adjust the angle slightly to match the profile specs.
Okay, applying more pressure on this side.
All right, take it up slowly. Copy that, lifting now. Watch the clearance on the left. All right, bring her down steady. Watch the clearance on the left side. Holding steady, looks good.
Make sure the captain is perfectly smooth over this section.
Applying pressure now.
Check the adhesion around the rivets.
Ensure that line is exactly aligned with the seam.
We need to double check the tolerance right here.
Copy that. Moving to the next section.
Careful around that rivet. We don't want any air bubbles. Yeah. I'm using the edge tool now.
The continuity test is failing right here.
Yeah.
Are you sure the wire wrap is secure? It should beep if it's connected correctly.
The switch configuration doesn't match the schematic.
Are you sure?
The diagrams show this setup. Yeah.
Look at this high-res shot. The jumpers are different.
We have power. The electroluminescent display is active. The readings match the archival specifications. torque wrench set to specs, ready for final tightening. Go ahead, I'll verify the connection.
Buckle secured.
Confirming harness integrity. Lunar Module 1 is green. Lowering 5 feet, holding steady. Copy that, watching the rotation on my side.
All right, bring it up slowly, clear the dollies. Clear. Tilt her forward, maybe 5 degrees. Coming down now, hold steady.
I'm setting this down now. Ensure the thermal blankets are clear.
Blankets are clear, looks good.
The Apollo 11 lunar module, the Eagle, touched down on the Sea of Tranquility. Hours later, Neil Armstrong began his historic descent.
The guidance computer, located in the ascent stage, managed the complex descent sequence. Tranquility Base, the Eagle has landed.
As the simulation begins, the lunar module approaches the surface of the moon, navigating the treacherous terrain.
"60 seconds. 30 seconds. Contact light. Engine stop."
To the incredible restoration team, thank you. We are proud to officially open the Lunar Module exhibit.
On behalf of the museum, thank you for your tireless efforts in preserving this vital piece of our space heritage.
We are truly honored to accept this recognition.
So the LM utilized these gyroscopes for stabilization during descent. Yeah.
Did they have a manual override if the computers failed?
When we first saw the LM touch down, the silence was profound. We knew we were making history right there. As you can see from this drawing, the cabin itself was quite compact. We had just enough room for the 2 pilots and the instrument panel.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.